Hunt 'em Big with Steve Bartella is brought to you by Bush Hog, Easton, Wildlife Research Center, Millennium, Rage Broadheads, Reconics, Redneck Blinds.
As hunters, we all understand how much hunting pressure negatively impacts whitetail movement. As a matter of fact, if anything, we might even exaggerate it a little bit in that, geez, if we kick that buck out of his bed one time, he's going to go ahead and he's going to take off and he's going to relocate to a completely different county. Well, that's a bit extreme, but hunting pressure does have a huge impact on how much deer move during daylight hours. We get that. What a lot of us don't quite wrap our minds around is how much we can control how much pressure those deer feel. Even on public land, such as where we are right now. You know what? I can't control what those other hunters are doing, but I can control what I do. One of the biggest keys to successfully taking good bucks off of public ground like this is finding those pockets where no one else goes. We want to be in the location, whether it's something that's painfully obvious right next to a road. It's just, man, it's a 2-acre patch of brush right next to the road. No self-respecting hunter's going to be there. Guess what? Mr. Big just might be. Because no self-respecting hunter is going to be there. Or whether it's going the extra mile back in. Now, we find those pockets that other people don't go, and then we control the pressure there. We control what we do. A big part of how you do that is you divide your stands into 2 categories. One are fun stands, the other are buck hunting stands. By fun stands, I mean low impact locations that are as good as we can find, that we can go in and we can get in there and we can hunt safely when the weather conditions, the phase of season just aren't good for buck movement. During those times we get the urge to hunt, that's where we should head. To those fun stands where we're going ahead and we're going to shoot a doe if we see one, or if Mr. Big happens to do what he's not supposed to do and walk by there, we'll shoot him. Your best buck stands though, save them. Save them for the appropriate phase of season and for when conditions are right, or our intel is telling us, our observations, our reconics pictures are telling us that Mr. Big is ripe for the killing. That's when we want to hunt our best stands, our buck stands. We need the wind to be working in our favor, and we need the conditions to be working for us, or Mr. Big telling us, now's the time to come in here and kill me, stupid. Every single stand has a phase of season where it's the best for. Early season, we're hunting food. During the peak scrape phase, we're hunting scrapes back into the woods. Now, during the chase phase, those thick areas, bedding areas, doe bedding areas, and funnels between doe bedding areas are great places. Same for the rut. During the peak breeding phase, those bedding areas are hot again, so are the funnels. Water sources, because that buck, he's went ahead and he's ran himself ragged chasing does. He's thirsty. We get into late season, and it goes back to food. Hunting either the food or hunting the trails between food and their bedding areas. The key though is match your good stands to the phase of season where they are going to be peaking, where they're offering the highest odds of success, and only hunt them then. By taking that approach, you keep your hunting pressure low. You keep the deer ignorant to them being hunted by you in that area, and your success rate goes up.
Hunt 'em Big with Steve Bartella is brought to you by Bush Hog, Easton, Wildlife Research Center, Millennium, Rage Broadheads, Reconics, Redneck Blinds.
Always go ahead and match your stands to the phase of season that is the best for your good buck stands. You take that approach, you keep the pressure low, and your odds are that much higher of killing Mr. Big.